Explain borrowing in Rust. Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the important question of Rust. The topic is borrowing. This question is asked in multiple interviews, so we will start this video. So what is borrowing? Explain the borrowing in Rust. Borrowing in Rust allows us to access data without transforming ownership. Instead of moving the value, we pass a reference using AND for immutable borrowing. Yeah, and mute for mutable borrowing. This helps avoid unnecessary clone and heap allocations while ensuring memory safety. Rust borrow checker enforce rule that allow either multiple immutable references or one mutable reference at a time, preventing data races and invalid memory access. In production backend application, borrowing is used extensively because it improves performance by reducing memory copies and keeping ownership with the original object. And this is the follow-up question of that. Okay, so that is 10. So we are starting from here. What is the difference between ownership and borrowing? Ownership transfers responsibility for managing a value memory from one variable a function to another. Okay. Borrowing allowed temporary access to a value without transferring ownership. After borrowing ends, the original owner still owns and can use the value. Okay. What is the difference between anti and muti? See, anti is a immutable reference that allow only read only access, and multiple immutable reference can exist at a same time. Multiple immutable reference. And muti is a mutable reference that allow modifying the value, but only one mutable reference is allowed at a time to prevent the data races. Okay. Why does Rust allow multiple immutable reference but only one mutable reference? Multiple reader are safe because they don't modify the data. Multiple writer या a writer at the same time can lead to race condition and inconsistent data. Rust enforces this rule at compile time to guarantee thread safety. Okay. What is the borrow checker? The borrow checker is a compile time component of the Rust compiler that verify ownership, borrowing, and lifetimes. It ensures references remain valid and prevent data races, dangling references, and use after free errors before the programs runs. What happens if you mix mutable and immutable reference? Rust produce a compile time error because allowing a mutable reference while immutable reference exists could let one part of the program modify data while another is reading it, leading to inconsistent behavior. When should you borrow instead of using .clone? I borrow whenever I need a temporary access to data. I use .clone only when I genuinely need an independent copy. Exclusive, exclusive cloning, increasing memory allocation and CPU uses. So borrowing is preferred in performance critical backend applications. Okay. How does borrowing improve backend performance? Borrowing avoid unnecessary heap allocation and memory copies. Large request object or database model can passes by reference across handlers, services, and repository, reducing memory uses and improving throughput. Can borrowed reference outlive the owner? No, a borrowed reference cannot outlive its owner because it would print to freed memory. Rust enforces this using lifetime analysis at compile time. How does borrowing help prevent data races? Rust allow either multiple immutable references or one mutable reference at a time. Since concurrent modification is prevented by the type system, the data races are eliminated in safe Rust. How is borrowing different from passing pointer in C++? In C++, raw pointer can become dangling pointers or cause undefined behavior if misused. In Rust, borrow references are checked by the compiler for validity and lifetime, making them memory safe without requiring a garbage collector. So I hope this video finds you some information related to this borrowing interview questions. If this video likes you, just hit the like button and subscribe my channel.